Welcome to this week's SDM interview show, where I, Rob Cairns, do something a little different this week. I answer questions that people sent me by email, by tweets, on Facebook, and even in person about who I am and what I do. So sit back and relax and enjoy this short but informative episode that tells you a little bit more about me, your host. Welcome to the interview where I, Rob Cairns, answer questions that I've received on my Facebook page, by email, by many people on Twitter in the last while since we started podcasting. So sit back and relax as I answer those questions. One of the questions I get most is people ask me to tell them about myself. Well, first of all, I'm a married 51-year-old who resides in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with my wife, Jill McLean Cairns. I actually got married at the age of 49 after having been through some tough relationships in my life. And I currently offer a digital marketing agency called StunningDigitalMarketing.com. My background was in computer programming, and before that I got into healthcare in technical support and was a technical support and project leader up at Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center in the Client Services Division. And for the last 9 years, as I said, I've operated StunningDigitalMarketing.com. And then people ask how I went from working in healthcare to working for myself and running an agency. Well, basically, 9 years ago, my dad was suffering from cancer. And 9 years ago, at the end of March, I was packaged out. After being on one of the number one corporate projects and being on vacation, the director said she didn't need me anymore. Frankly, it was political, but that's beside the point. And then I started doing website design on WordPress for clients, and then from that I moved on to doing more, including full digital marketing, PPC ads, etc., etc. How did I first get involved with computers is a question I most often get asked. Well, my dad, who was Bruce Cairns, who was the CFO for a company called Morrison McKinsey Insurance Brokers, brought home the company's first personal computer, an Apple II Plus, when I was 12, 13. And he was using a spreadsheet called VisiCalc at the time to work on financial data. Well, I fell in love with the Apple II and Plus, and whenever my dad wasn't using it, I started using it, and I learned how to program in BASIC a little bit. And then I just carried it through high school and into college, where I got a major in business administration and then a minor in programming analyst. And that's how I first got involved in computers. People asked me recently how I felt about the internet and Facebook in 2019. Wow, there's a loaded question. Personally, about the internet, well, what I'll share with you that many people don't know is I met my wife Jill on the internet about 19 years ago, 20 years ago. And I actually dated many years ago. It didn't work then. Stayed as good friends, and then and it's blossomed into what it is today, in an amazing marriage. So from that perspective, I don't think the internet's all that bad. Facebook is another story. I can take or leave, especially in today's political climate. But that all said, if you hang around like-minded people, there's a lot of great people in some of the groups on Facebook, especially Kim Doyle's Content Creators Group, Devinder, his group, my friend Trevor and his health group for web developers, and people like that. So, and the people in those groups. So I've got a lot of amazing friends on Facebook and the internet. And frankly, I wouldn't be able to run my business if I was not on the internet. I'm a digital marketer, after all, so that's what I do. So I do like the internet very much so. I think it's just a vehicle. All those people who slam the internet only see the bad in it, but the problem is there's bad people in society no matter what you do or how you do it. So the reality of it all is, the internet can be good or bad. The key is we got to keep educating, and we got to keep making a difference. Another question I get lately is, why and when did I get into podcasting? Well, before I started my last two podcasts with our CEO and the SDM interview show, I actually did a talking head video series, two of them. One called Stop the Online Bully, which was basically a podcast except on YouTube about online bullying prevention. And the other one was a show called This Week in Review, where I talked about tech stuff and review. Again, a talking heads. Both would have fitted a podcast format very easily. And I got really seriously into podcasting again in November of last year. I've gone to PodCamp in Toronto, and frankly, I got fed up with blogging every day, or every couple of days. I'm burned out after 1,400 blog posts later, so I started podcasting instead to support my business. So that's how I got back into podcasting. And many people ask, what kind of services does my agency offer? StunningDigitalMarketing.com. We offer PPC, branding, graphic work, WordPress design and development, website security care plans, which is really important, how to secure your website, consulting, one-on-one coaching, and anything else a client needs in business or digital marketing. What's my ideal client? Now that's an interesting one. Really, I want a client who recognizes the value of the services I provide. And I also want a client who, he wants a partnership. He just doesn't want to dump on the marketer and let him go to it. He actually wants to work with me and do a partnership on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. How do I see my business growing? Well, I'd like to do some more PPC, pick up some more big clients in that realm. And the other thing is I'd like to keep up with some of the new technologies, chatbots, voice search, and things like that. They matter. They're becoming more and more prevalent by the day. What's my biggest goal for my clients? Well, the biggest goal I have is to help my clients succeed with their marketing means. I want them to be successful. I want them to make money. And I want them to do well. If they do well, frankly, I'll do well. So that's really important to me. People call me a learn-it-all, and they want to know how I like to learn. That's really easy. I take courses, online and offline. I read a lot. Try to read a book every week or two. I listen to podcasts. I'm a podcast junkie. If you go over to the About Our CEO Recommends page on our website, I actually list the podcasts I listen to. I've got 14 or 15 on my phone right now. Love them. Most of them marketing and business related. One sports podcast just to relax with, but that's how I learn. And I try and find people smarter than me. I go to networking events. I talk to people. I talk to people on the phone. I try and absorb what I'm talking about and what people are saying and how I can get ahead and how I can benefit from that. And I like to share with people. I sit down and have coffee and discuss and talk about sharing. So that's kind of a little bit about me. I hope it helps. This podcast is a little shorter. People want to get a hold of me, they can reach out at robert@robertpcairns.com or my business site, robert@stunningdigitalmarketing.com. Either way. Go over to stunningdigitalmarketing.com and go to our contact page. You can fill out a speak pipe, which is a voicemail, or a contact form. Be glad to help you out. Tweet at me at Rob Cairns, or if you want to find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Rob Cairns is my personal Facebook page, or my business page, facebook.com/stunningdigitalmarketing. Look forward to talking to you soon. It's been a pleasure to tell everybody a little bit about myself, and I hope you succeed in business. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now. The SDM interview show has been brought to you by StunningDigitalMarketing.com, the website agency based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada that works worldwide to help your business and your marketing digitally succeed. If you want more information, please jump on over to our website at StunningDigitalMarketing.com, our Facebook page at facebook.com/StunningDigitalMarketing, Feel free to tweet at our CEO, at Rob Cairns, on Twitter, or feel free to contact us in any way via the contact form on our website. We'd be glad to answer any questions or help you in any way we can. This show has been dedicated to Rob Cairns' late father, Bruce Cairns, that he misses very much, and keep working and make your business succeed. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.